Hello, everyone. Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden in the darkness of the deep forest? Join Lionfarm as we step into the mysterious world of Joe, a seasoned hunter who dominates the night in pursuit of fierce wild boars. What secrets will be revealed tonight? Let's find out together. Joe squints through his thermal scope. A pack of wild boars emerges clearly in the hazy darkness. They're moving along the forest edge, completely unaware of any human presence. He holds his rifle steady, breath held, waiting for the perfect moment. Hunting requires patience and absolute precision.
Wait, come out. There's a house.
Don't get the cow.
I see it. I see it.
A gunshot shatters the silence. Joe and his team coordinate smoothly, aiming at predetermined targets. Several boars are hit and collapse into the tall grass. The rest scatter in a frenzy, running in all directions to escape. The hunt continues under the cover of night. Joe tracks a fleeing boar through the scope. He must calculate its speed and the bullet's trajectory. Another shot rings out, but this time the boar only stumbles before charging ahead. Things don't always go as planned. That's the reality of hunting. The scene shifts to a different location, seemingly a wider, open field. Joe remains focused, his rifle mounted on a stand. He scans the area through the scope, searching for signs of life. Controlling the wild boar population is essential to protect agriculture and maintain ecological balance in the region. A lone boar comes into view. This time, Joe aims more carefully at its upper body. The shot lands perfectly. The animal drops instantly. He exhales in relief. Another target has been swiftly and efficiently neutralized, minimizing the animal's suffering. Beyond hunting, Joe also uses trap cages. Surveillance footage shows pre-set traps. Wild boars, lured by bait, wander inside. This method is highly effective for capturing large numbers, especially entire herds. Infrared cameras record the scene inside a round trap that has just shut. A herd of boars, including adults and piglets, are trapped inside. They run around in panic, desperately searching for an exit, but there is none. The trap has worked flawlessly.
Oh, like it.
Joe reviews the footage. Capturing the entire herd, especially sows and piglets, is crucial. It helps prevent uncontrolled breeding and population growth of this destructive species, protecting both the local environment and people's property.
Pigs are running left.
During the day, Joe and his partner inspect another trap. This one, a larger panel-type design. The captured herd waits to be processed. Joe prepares the necessary tools and a specialized vehicle to transport them safely to a designated location, requiring great care. Preparations begin for the next trapping operation. Joe carefully scatters corn inside a round cage trap as bait. He checks the door mechanism to ensure everything is ready. Thorough preparation is key to success. A large wild boar is seen trapped in another cage. It appears aggressive, repeatedly ramming the trap's walls. Joe watches from a distance, assessing the situation. Confronting a cornered, full-grown boar is always dangerous. It demands calm and experience. Looking at the boars, both large and small, held within the traps, Joe reflects, though they are pests that must be controlled, they are still creatures of the wild. Human intervention in nature must come with responsibility and deep understanding. Joe realizes that, whether it's hunting or setting traps, humans are just a small part of the vast tapestry of nature. Wildlife management isn't simply about removal, it's a complex process that requires balancing human interests with ecosystem conservation. This demands deep ecological knowledge, respect for natural laws, and a humble attitude toward the forces of the environment. Protecting wildlife not only helps preserve biodiversity, but also ensures sustainability for future generations. Responsible actions, such as limiting overhunting and safeguarding natural habitats, are how humans contribute to maintaining nature's harmony, while also learning from the complexity and beauty of the natural world. Let's move on to the next animal. Have you ever wondered why wild boars continue to rampage freely, even though steel cage traps, considered the ultimate weapon, are in place? Is there a hidden secret being concealed, or is this method just a useless illusion? Join Lionfarm as we uncover the surprising truth in this video. What you're about to see may be hard to believe. Wild boars have become one of the most destructive invasive species in the United States. Their population has skyrocketed from 2 million in 1990 to nearly 9 million in 2019, spreading across at least 39 states. They cause serious damage to crops, estimated at around $1.5 billion each year. Due to their rapid reproduction rate, at least 60% of the wild boar population in an area must be removed annually to halt their growth. If action isn't taken now, the situation will only get worse. They're multiplying uncontrollably. In response, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, along with various state agencies, has allocated millions of dollars to tackle this issue. In 2024, Texas and Oklahoma approved the use of chemical control methods to reduce the wild boar population.
Fatigue, brain fog, a lot of weakness, keeping that balance.
One of the most widely used strategies today is cage trapping. However, many farmers are not using these traps effectively, resulting in wasted effort. These intelligent animals quickly learn to avoid traps. Let's break down the process and identify the common mistakes that prevent farmers from achieving the results they hope for. Cage traps are the most widely recommended method for large-scale wild boar control. With a diameter of about 30 to 40 feet, these traps can capture an entire herd at once, reducing the chance of escape and avoiding learned avoidance behavior in the future. Traps need to be at least 4 feet high to prevent boars from jumping out. The trapdoor should be remotely triggered rather than closed manually to increase the likelihood of catching the entire group rather than just a few. The materials used must be strong steel instead of weaker materials, as wild boars are extremely agile and can escape poorly reinforced traps. Even a perfectly designed trap is useless if placed in the wrong location. Research from Texas A&M University shows that trap placement plays a critical role in trapping success. The ideal location is near water sources where signs of wild boar activity, such as rooted soil, wallowing marks, or footprints, are abundant. Pre-baiting the area for 3 to 7 days helps the boars get used to the spot and feel safe entering the trap, boosting capture rates up to 60%. Fermented corn soaked for 7 days is highly attractive bait. In warmer seasons, watermelon, peaches, or apples are also effective. Special high-protein baits can attract large groups as well. One of the biggest mistakes farmers make is setting traps without observing wild boar behavior carefully. These animals are nocturnal and most active between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. That's why, during the first few nights, the trap door should be left open, so the boars can freely enter and exit, helping them feel safe. Once at least 80% of the herd is familiar with the trap and enters it regularly, the door should be activated to maximize the number of boars caught. If only a few are captured, the rest will continue reproducing and return in greater numbers. Another common mistake is closing the trap too early. If wild boars sense danger before trusting the area, they'll never come back. Leaving a trapped boar inside too long also signals danger to the rest of the group. Therefore, it's important to responsibly check and empty traps immediately after a catch. Moving the trap to a different location after a few months is also an effective way to prevent the boars from learning to avoid it. Now, let's get to the most anticipated part of the video. Audience Q&A. One viewer asked, which country is most affected by invasive red foxes? Lionfarm is happy to answer your question. The country most heavily impacted by red fox invasion is Australia. Red foxes are not native to Australia. They were brought by the British in the 19th century for sport hunting purposes. However, once released into the wild, they rapidly multiplied and became a serious threat to Australia's native ecosystem. With their sharp hunting instincts, red foxes have contributed to the decline of many rare species, such as small kangaroos, flightless native birds, and rare reptiles. The Australian government has had to spend millions of dollars annually on control programs, using traps, poisons, and biological fences to stop the spread of red foxes. They've also caused economic damage to the livestock industry by attacking lambs and poultry on farms. The red fox story in Australia is a clear example of how invasive species can completely disrupt an ecosystem if not properly controlled, and a cautionary tale about interfering with nature without considering long-term consequences. We hope today's video helped you understand more about the solutions the United States government is using to combat wild boars. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends to support the Lionfarm channel. See you next time. Welcome to the creative and captivating introduction of our Lionfarm channel team. To start, we would like to introduce a passionate screenwriting talent, a young woman who never stops exploring and innovating in the field of agriculture. She is not only an exceptional scriptwriter with the ability to craft profound stories, but also a dedicated researcher of cutting-edge and sustainable technologies from around the world. For her, scriptwriting is not just a job, but a journey of passion, breathing life into every video we create. Next, we want to introduce the heart and soul of our channel, the channel owner and video editing expert. He is fully dedicated, overcoming every challenge to produce the highest quality videos for our audience. With a burning passion, he constantly drives the team to deliver unique and inspiring experiences to viewers. We hope that in the journey ahead, you will continue to love and support the Lionfarm channel. Sincerely, thank you.